to credible data. Not all data comes all perfect. Naturally, whether routine or survey, it doesn't always come perfect. So in the next lesson, we will look at that. So welcome to lesson 7. We are looking at the journey to credible data. So it's just like a continuum, you know. So the journey usually starts with what we call the raw data, whether it is from routine data or whether it is from from survey data. It comes out raw. The way it comes out from the electronic device, whether you typed it in or you captured on a tablet or just routine information. And then what we try to do is what we call data creation, which basically, now we'll talk about this in detail, just prepares the data for the next level, you know. So we're going to talk about that next module in detail. Next 2 modules. So the next one is actually checking the data. After you've created it, now you are checking the data, and you are checking the data for those 3 things we just mentioned. Remember, we mentioned consistency, completeness, and clarity. Now, if there are any issues, you now clean the data. That means you bring it to a place where it can now be used. And then when we are cleaning data, we are now sending out a final data set that is ready for analysis. And this is the basics of data management, not data analysis, just data management. Excuse me. Bringing the data to a place where we can use it for credible analysis and inferences. So I used analogy to just help you understand. So I am not feeling well and then I go to a hospital. That's like raw data. You just go there. Then step 2, they now try to take all my vitals. They have to take my blood, color the blood, put a reagent in my blood to check if I have malaria or what the problems may be. So they will do some things to do that check. Then when they are done making all the extractions, they actually go to the lab right now and check under a microscope if there are microorganisms in my blood, or check whatever tools they're checking to find out if I am really actually sick based on the results. Now, when the results come out and let's say I am ill, then I'll be given some treatment, maybe hospitalized or given some drugs to take. And that's the concept of clean data. We are trying to restore it to a state of strength. So just to put this also clear, sometimes after checking, the doctor may just say, I'm very okay, very okay. And then they may not be need for step 3. I'll keep emphasizing that till the very end of this course. So what the protocol demands that you get the blood samples, prepare the pipette or whatever you're going to use, and then you actually do the checking. And then if there is a problem, the doctors will now find out what to do to treat the data or clean the data, So and then when you are done, with your treatment, you should come out strong and ready for analysis. So that is how the journey to credible data works. And this is going to be the very essence as we take it through Stata of our movements. We're going to move from raw to final. So I hope to pilot you. It's going to be a bumpy ride. We may have turbulence, but I want to assure you of this, the smoothest possible flight, and then hopefully, be able to significantly boost your career and your techniques moving forward. So just one more thing to add quickly. So the raw data is seen as the input. It's like, what's the word? A machine, in a factory, raw oranges come in through one part of the factory, and the other part of orange, what comes out is oranges. So for create, check, and clean is what we call data processing. And then we now have an output file. So just like that, I want you to see it like a data processing factory, if there's, for want of a better word. But this is the very essence of data management. Something raw is given, which is called the input. some processing, checking, cleaning is done, and then there's an output. So we have come to the end of lesson 7. It has been 7 journeys in this module, and we are moving on to the very last module for data management.